King Herod was the king of the Jews. He persecuted Christians and tried to hurt them. He ordered that the apostle James be put to death by a sword. The whole Jerusalem church must have been very sad as well as afraid that one of the apostles had been killed by King Herod. But the Jews who did not believe in Jesus were happy and thought King Herod had done the right thing. King Herod wanted to be popular with the Jews, so he arrested the apostle Peter. He planned a public trial to accuse Peter and stop his teaching about King Jesus. Peter had chains put around his wrists and feet, and he was chained between two guards. There were also guards guarding the prison doors. When Peter was arrested, the Christians in Jerusalem gathered to pray to God. Many of them gathered at the home of a woman named Mary and prayed that Peter would be released from prison. The night before Peter's trial, he was sleeping in the prison, chained between the two guards, when someone woke him up. It was an angel. The angel told Peter to get up and get dressed. The chains immediately fell off Peter. Peter followed the angel past the guards and out of the prison. When they came to the locked city gates, the gates opened on their own. Peter followed the angel out of the city and to the end of a street. All of this time, Peter thought he must be having a vision. Then, as quickly as he appeared, the angel vanished. When Peter looked around, he realized that this was no vision. He was actually outside the city. God had sent an angel to save him. Peter quickly went to the home of one of the Christians, Mary. He knew that other Christians liked to meet there. A servant girl named Rhoda answered the door, and she couldn't believe what she saw. She was happy, surprised and so shocked that she left Peter standing there and didn't even let him in. When Rhoda told the others that Peter was at the door, they didn't believe her. They thought she was seeing things that weren't there. But when they went and checked, they realized Rhoda was right. God had answered their prayers. Peter was out of prison. Peter spent time with the Christians who had been praying, and then he went to another place so Herod could not find him. Herod was extremely angry. When he could not find Peter, he had all the guards executed. King Herod was so angry that he traveled to another city to settle some business. The people in the other city feared Herod would be angry at them and stop letting them buy food. So they began to praise Herod and say he was God. Herod should have stopped the people and corrected them. But instead of telling him he was not God, he just let them keep saying it. Then something shocking happened. An angel struck Herod down, and he was eaten by worms and died. Herod thought he could kill leaders of the church and stop God. He thought he was as good as God. But he was not. The church only continued to grow more after this. Here's the last verse in the Bible story. God's message continued to spread and reach more and more people. Acts 12 verse 24, ICB. While these events are happening in Jerusalem, the outlying Antioch church continues to strengthen. Barnabas and Saul bring financial help from the Gentile church in Antioch to help their fellow Christians in Jerusalem. Although Peter and others continue to live in Jerusalem, the book of Acts' attention shifts to Antioch and the missionary work that springs from there. The Antioch church was thriving and active and would eventually become the launching point for each of Saul's, Paul's, missionary journeys.